Come back. So, good morning. Good morning, guys. And let's go through markets, see what price wants to do. Yeah. Let's go through the market and see what price has to say, right? Is it permitting us to sell? Is it permitting us to buy? Or is it permitting us to wait? Okay. So in this case, uh, is what we need to do now. Remember yesterday we practiced the 1 minute time frame. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. We practiced, and I left you guys. And when we came back to see what price had done, we found that price uh had reached our take profit in all of the entries. So how you use that strategy? Just simply wait for, let's say, the major moves are London and Asian session and New York session, right? So what you simply do is, let's say now London opening 2 hours time, right? And when the London opens, you just wait for uh, the first 8 minutes to occur. And when that passes, you then now see where you are in the 30 minutes. Treat the 30 minutes as the weekly, the monthly. Treat the 15 minutes as the weekly. Treat the 5 minutes as the daily, and treat the 1 minute as the 4 hour. And apply the same strategy that we apply. And then you go. Okay. Okay. Because if the London opens and it shows you the 30 minutes is bullish, just know it will buy for a while, even if price might sell in the lower higher time frame. Okay. Perfect example is what we did here. See, this price is selling the daily time frame, the weekly, and all that, right? But in the 30 minutes, 30 minutes, this is what happened, right? So in the 30 minutes, which I told you we treat as the monthly, I saw price was bullish, you see, and price was at this level here, meaning this is the point where price has to buy all this structure point here, you see? And now we went to the 15 minutes time frame, which is the weekly time frame. And you can see that this is the point which led to the break. So this is the weekly OG level here. You see? No, what led to the break is this one here. Sorry. So now you go to the 5 minute, the 5 minute, the daily time frame. Again, you see the same thing. That this point here is what led to the buy, you see? This point here. Because it's bullish, you know this time frame, right? And then you go to the 1 minute, come back here. And then you see that in the 4 hour time frame, because the 4 hour time, the you find that when the shift happened, price left this level here, this point here. You see? Yeah, this level here. This level here. This point here. So you can clearly see what happened, that when price retested this level, it later on, no, I entered from this point here. Yeah, take it back 5 minutes. I want to teach you something. Yeah. So you see that in the daily time frame, this is our OG level here. So we can only catch our sale within this level. You see, because it's the daily time frame. So now we see our 4 hour time frame, which is the 1 minute. We see that price comes back at this same level, and we can see price finally breaks above it here, right? So when price breaks above it at this point, you see price breaks above it, the test gives you the engulfing, and you enter, you put your stop right where? Below this week, not this higher low, but the week here. That's below the week here. And you see what happens. Price comes back, buys a bit, comes back here, still, then shifts, and then price goes and reach our take profit. So if you can see, the time I entered this was this is 14:39. You see, just after the first 30 minutes, you see, of the New York session. Okay, let me take the New York session. You see, this is what 9:39. So this is just 9 minutes after the first 30-minute candle. Then you know the direction of the day. See, then you catch yourself. Simple as that. Then you can do this again. Uh, uh, and the we also did the same in USD Euro CHF. Yeah, also did the same in Euro CHF. And you can see that if we held this pair, we would have still made more, because price never even actually took us out. See, price has just been buying more. So we would have made an extra 1, 2, 3 and something. But let's just go through this trade also. That's one should see the entry and the time of the entry. So you can see how this thing went. So this is the this is Euro CHF. You can see how I entered this pair at this point, right? Just after price came back here at my OG level. This was the daily OG level, okay? And price retested it, and I entered, and you see what happens. So now let me tell you one tricky thing that you should keep in mind. What you just saw in this, what you're seeing in this 1 minute time frame, this can be the exact thing that can happen in the 4 hour time frame. Just the same exact mode. The same exact mode where you enter, pricing gives you a very strong 4 hours close in your drawdown, and maybe you even think price will you will lose, and you see what happens. So these things they help when you just once in a while you try to practice your entry. Okay. Especially if you've not traded for a while. So you know that okay, there are moments where I enter and price comes and I go down. Example is this one also. You can see what price does. Here, price even buys for you. What you're seeing here can happen in the exact same 4 hour candle, the same one we use. Where we see price, where we see price buying a bit, as you can see, it buys and then comes back in our drawdown. You see, even almost taking us out. You see, this is why I made that rule. You saw me putting there is no break even. The moment I enter, it's either stop loss or take profit. That's why I can only do a break even if price reaches my take profit, but I decide to hold more because then I'm already out of the trade. I've reached my minimum, which is 1 to 3. And then whatever happens after that, it's just me now playing with the market with what I believe it might do. So if it goes back to, I can, if I want, I can close that 1 to 1 after that because the trade has already played out. Okay? But before the trade reaches my minimum, only stop loss or take profit. Okay. So you can see price never reached my minimum here. It reached uh it reached 1 to 2. Okay. Once it reached 1 to 2, price will test back to my entry point. Even almost taking me out, but for me I should be fine with this. Okay. Hmm. If you're an investor and you enter a trade, you should be okay with your trade being in 50% drawdown or 80% drawdown because it's a logical decision you made, right? What proves it's logical is what happens next. You see, price ends up buying after and even reaching your take profit. So now imagine you closed when price came back here because of uh being pissed that price is back to your drawdown after all this push. You see? And then the moment you close, this is 9. What time was this when I entered this trade? This is uh 9:39, and then around you close at 10:12, and then when you come back at 11 hours 11:39, which is just uh 3 hours after the London Open. No, yeah, yeah, 3 hours after the New York Open, and you find price has reached your take profit. Yeah, how will you feel? Hmm? Yes, you feel nice if it continues selling and takes you out. You say, oh, yeah, I'm smart. I saw the loss, but what if it does this? You see? That's why you now saw me tell you when we began, only stop loss or take profit once entered. That's all. Okay? Because the money you risk, you've already calculated. You already know that this money I've put in this trade, it's okay if I lose. You see? So there's no point of you trying to decorate your loss when you already said you'll be okay when you lose this amount. Because when you're winning, you never decorate your win that let me feel pity for this win and close here and let the rest just run. It's fine. You want to get all of it, you see? So even in losses, you have to make sure it takes you all of it. You risk $1,000, let it take all of it. It's 500, let it take all of it. Okay. It's 10,000, let it take all of it. See? If it's 50,000, let it take all of it. Why? Because it's the person you're becoming in the process of those losses, okay? If you're being sneaky about your losses, you'll be sneaky about your way to win. You see? And now you won't have pure work inside you. You see? You will try, you sneak your way, you now start sneaking your way in entries, because that's how it starts. See? But if you know, when I enter, it's okay. If I lose or win, this is the amount of risk. Whatever happens, that's fine. And you never break that rule, you'll be fine. You can lose 6 times, you'll be okay, than someone who's been breaking even 6 times. Trust me. Okay? But the one who's been breaking even 6 times, 9 out of 10, all the break-even trades might go back to the take profit. And it will hurt him more because he will say, why did I not fall? Okay? Compared to someone who lost 6 times and he was okay with the money he's losing. So when the moment he loses, he moves on to the next one. But you who did the break even, the moment you break even, your eyes will be on that trade because you want to see what happens next. You want to see if price really stops you out or it goes to take profit. So you're just now in bondage of one trade. You see, you'll be analyzing one pair, but your thought is on the break-even trade. You see, so for me, there's no such thing as break-even. Okay. Just go in, all in one trade, one position. That's all. Take profit, take me out, take me in, take me out. That's all. Okay. You never see me do a break even. Never. I used to do it, but no, not now. Because I've learned from it. The same thing I'm telling you is what I've learned. I'll be in a trade. The moment I break even, instead of looking for new opportunities, my focus is now on what that trade will do next. Because now that I'm no longer in it. Okay? So not good for us traders. So NZD card, as you can see, price is doing the exact thing I was telling you, right? Price hasn't broken below this level. Why? Because when we open New York session here, we analyzed this and we also this was buying. It was buying, so that's why you saw that buy. You see? But now we have good news. You can see this is the high low, high high. We have a nice pivot here. So what would be nice is if we make another one before we grow. Yeah. You see? Here the sale is legit, okay? I know we'll sell. That's the fact. We'll sell. But what I just want for you guys is when you sell either at this point, when you sell at this point in price, because right now, let's say we get the shift at this level, price has to come back here, this level here, which led to the break, and then give us that engulfing, meaning if we enter here, my stop again has to be all the way up here, almost the same thing, you see? And then my first take profit is here, not even my minimum. So meaning I can't take this trade, because now if I want to get my minimum, I have to push myself with price coming all the way here, you see? And pushing myself, that's the worst thing you do in the market. where you start giving yourself imaginary take profits. That's bad. The best take profit, unless if this was ended here, yes, fine, can hold up to that level, you see. But in this case, you can clearly see that where price might just genuinely close is here, you see. So now, what do I want? I want, before we can get this sell, price to do what? Price to again make another what? Pivot, another potential break, another push, and then another break, you see. So in the test this level gives me an entry at this point. At least I'll reduce my stop loss all the way. It might not be at this same OG level, but maybe at least at this point, or at least at this level, you see, which is much better, you see, way much better than my take profit here, see. And if that's a 1 to 40, I can even maybe try to increase it here, you see, just to give it more space. This makes sense. This makes more sense, you see. So this is what I expect this pair to do. It does that, then it will be solid. And why I know this will happen is, look at the daily time frame. Even star is about to perform. Wow, was price failed to engulf, but if this daily time frame closes with a bearish candle below this level, it makes that pattern I was showing you that in the US Euro CHF weekly time frame. So then this means this is a strong, this will be a very strong signal to sell. Okay, if price just closes with the bearish close today, it's a very whether it engulfs this, especially if it engulfs this, yeah, especially if it engulfs this point here, this will be a very nice signal to sell. Or then you can just continue the sales next week, at the next day at that point. So we'll see what our price plays out. Okay. Next is AUD/NZD. Price is still at the level where we expect change. Unfortunately, we are just in the waiting zone. But the good part is we are bullish in the 4-hour time frame. So really it's just about waiting for a higher high and a higher low, and then a shift. So for me, I would even want this one to sell more, so that when we make a high high, I will know that my shift will happen around this level here, and we can sell. You see? Yeah, so why do I want it to sell more, to buy more by dropping and then buying? Because of the way the daily closed, you see? So I need the daily to at least just buy big, so that if we get a bearish push, it will engulf this daily short buy, not this week, you see? Not this push here. Meaning the sales well, power over the buyers because of the engulfing of the previous buying candle. You see, because for now, at least for me to be sure this is going to sell, it needs to take out this previous bullish close. You see, so that's why I need the daily to buy a bit today, and then Wednesday we can have that engulfing. Euro CHF. The same thing that I'm just from telling you. It makes sense if the daily buys a bit, so that come Wednesday, when the pricing goes here, at least I'll see that the daily is having power over this candlestick. You see? Not this one here. And again, it makes sense because you see, it's just the selfie. Uh, I didn't get to switch to the 4 hour time frame, but you've seen even in the 4 hour time frame, since we are bullish, what do I need to sell? I need a new higher low and a new higher high. You see? Meaning I want the daily to buy more today. So that when it buys more and the 4 hour comes back and shift, that this shift which will happen on the next day will now take out this previous buy. You see? When it takes out the buy, I'll now know that, okay, the daily is having power or is in a bearish momentum and we've taken out the previous bullish candle. And so now we'll be ready for sales, you see, at these levels. And then you can sell all the way here. It's a very long trade, though. Just need to be careful with it. It's a very good trade. USD CHF. I need price to come back here, but and it will. Will come back here. Trust me to come back here. Just needs more time. That's all. Yeah, just needs more time. If you can pay closer attention, this candlestick, this type of structure is what happened here. Are you seeing it? Do you see it? Price made the break, and a nice bullish close, bullish decision close, and then it made the strong bullish close and a weak pullback. Also strong bullish close, weak pullback. And what happens next? Price sells. You see? So this can easily change into a bearish candle and price come back here. Okay? So don't panic, let's just wait. AUD card, this pair and this one needs to take time, needs to take its time. I need it to do a lot of things. Okay. But if I knew that this was an OG level, we would have caught ourselves from there. But anyway, it's fine. We can join when price is at this level. There's no problem. LDJPY price destroyed the old trade. It has even gone bullish. So the only way I can buy is if price is below this level now. So this is a bit invalid for now. This is, yeah, so I think I can drag this to pending. Then Euro USD. Still waiting for that retest. I can see what price is kind of doing. My own idea here is price must be trying to respect this level and might be trying to respect that level and can buy. Okay. Euro card. You see price hasn't yet even broken above this daily level we want. And you can see it can even finish the whole week. Price hasn't done that. These markets are fine. USD JPY, I still need my price to come back here. So this one, I'm very much patient. I know I want to come back here and I want to take a trade in this pair because I like it. And I like Oba. I love the way this pair, it's so sneaky. So I like the challenge of it. NZD USD. I would want price to come back here and then would sell. GBP card. Same, we're waiting for price to test here and then we can sell. This one, maybe this week we might have that break. Yeah. For this one, maybe we might have the lower low and lower high we need. But for this one, has left us and now almost hit now take profit. This one it's been betraying me these days, but very soon it will give us a trade. USD card, since that entry price hasn't ever retested. So that's it, and I'll see you at 12 p.m. in the afternoon. That will be New York session 5 a.m. and London. What time is it in London that day? Mm, let's see. Put the flight there. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Anyway, have a very good night, nice morning. Sure, eat your breakfast and do all your daily events and all that. And have a very great morning. Thank you guys. Guys, so just a quick recap of what's going on. Just 8 minutes. Mm, since we have five, you can spend 6 minutes on each, right? Yeah. So this is NZD card. We're looking for sales, and remember, I was telling you we need price to break below here, and then we can sell, right? Yeah. So you can see that's why price is kind of having uh a challenge of breaking. Okay. So, but the whole thing is when price to do this. When price breaks below here, can retest and expect another pivot. Then price take out the 4 hour level here. You see? Remember what I was telling you yesterday? Was we tried using the other time frames, but you see what happened. Even though the 3 hour, and you can see that the reason price even came here is because of the 3 hour at the shift at this level, you see? So even without checking the 3 hour time frame, just telling you that I need price to make another pivot. The pivot was confirmed here. Moment price broke below this level, okay? Because now we were due for a retest. Uh, we were due for a retest at that level. For something, right? Okay. So now this is what we are waiting for. And you can see even the 2 hour confirmed the all move. So the 3 hour. So for the 2 hour time frame also, you can see that even in the 2 hour time frame, price had a shift here, but price never retested. So uh, even if price made the lower low here, price had to come back here, you see. So for the 2 hour time frame, this means that price is bullish, you see. So when price takes out this level, it will become bearish, you see, whereby it will break and then it has to retest and then give you a sell, you see. Uh-huh. So this all retest here, as you can see, 4 hour has not made any pivot, something like this. Well, we can say when price shift, we'll only wait for retest and sell, and our stop loss will be here, you see. In this case, this is the level. If price shifts, this is the level that shifted, that led to this shift. See? So what does this mean? If price breaks above, again, price will come back here. You see? Uh-huh. So it might come here with a weak rejection, and then maybe even a full body candle closure. But in the 4 hour time frame, with a weak rejection, see? And then now when it comes back here, we have the 4 hour pivot we are looking for. See? That's how these markets work. If you're scaling the lower time frames, that's when you see why price is behaving. It's behaving. See? Same with the 1 hour, 4 hour time, 1 hour time frame. Price has shifted there. This is what led to the shift. So expect price to do what? To sell all the way here. And then buy all the way there, then sell. See? So just like that. Now me, I just narrow it down and just focus on the weekly time frame, you see. Now I'll come here and tell you I need price to make a lower high, another potential lower high, and then sell. Because for the 2 hour, it goes at this level. You see? Yeah. And you think I'm just saying because I'm saying, but even if I don't switch the lower time frame, I've been seeing this for many years, so uh, I know this is what will happen. And even if it doesn't happen, I move to something else that did what I wanted it to do. Okay? Yeah, so that's right about this pair. ADNZD. Like I was telling you, you can clearly see what I do here. And that's what price is trying to do. Exactly. Mm, mm. So price is trying uh to make a higher high. And this will be the point where it will shift from. So in this case, I can just reduce this here, you see? And this started from this level. So what I'm saying is, I just need price to what? Break above this level. You see? When price breaks above this level, mm, I will then just simply uh, wait for the shift here. You see? And once the shift happens, maybe who knows, the shift might also have some rejections there. And once the shift happens, I just wait for the retest and the entry there. You see? Mhm. So, even if this price ends up being bearish, still this is what I'll be waiting for. Okay? So when I declare that to myself, what I do is I tell myself, regardless of what happens, this is what I'm going to do. Right? Mhm. And if this doesn't happen, I'll do nothing. So then now I drive more in the 4 hour time frame because you understand the daily time frame, right? Mhm.
You see what I was telling you earlier in the morning? I need this daily to buy just a bit. You see? So that tomorrow, when we have a break, price will be bearish, you see? And it will show me strength over which candlestick? This one. I don't want it to show me strength over this one because this is massive. Okay? And this means the daily has to close over here, which is fine, but I would prefer here. So this leaves us with expecting price to do this. Okay? But I'm not in a hurry because I know this is very much possible. You see? Mm. So what's left next is just wait for this to happen. But I noticed back then, and I'll confuse you by just saying, okay, I'm waiting for the daily to have a what? Uh, an engulfing, a holding candlestick. And you don't know why I was saying that, you see? But I knew if I talk to you about the strategy, you would know the reason why I'm talking about this. It's because of what's going to happen in the what? The 4 hour time frame, you see? Uh, so when this happens, what does this make the pair do? A daily bearish close, you see? So that's the whole point, brothers. So what we can just do here is simply wait. And if you want to see what the lower time frame is saying, you can clearly tell that for the 3 hour time frame, price has to buy more again, right? And then it can shift here, right? Just by the look of things, price needs to buy more, then it can shift here. Okay? Mhm. Confirming what I'm telling you about the daily time frame today to buy. See? 2 hour time frame, uh, those 2 hours shifted. You can see it made the lower low here. Twice we tested the lower, the OG level, gave an engulfing. But you can see it's almost being stopped out. Yeah, the stop is around this width. You see? So I can question myself, why is it being stopped out? Because look at this structure surely. How would you sell with this structure? Hmm. So I told you if all that is compressed, there's always a chance price might stop it out because there's no room for price action. But in the one now, might look clean, you see? Nice shift, nice weakness, nice evening star, nice engulfing. You see? Uh, though this was even a wrong session to enter, when that entry was made. So basically, we missed this trade, okay? Because it happened on the outside session. You can see this was 23 agent session, pure agent session. So we can't even take this. You see, this leaves us to only one thing, waiting for the bigger picture to arise. Okay, and avoid all this little noise here. Okay. Mhm. But don't worry, we'll come back with our 1 hour entries during the session. Mm, so this is your CHF. As of now, just after this buy, we got prices struggling to buy more. But this is fine because I wanted to make a higher low and a higher high. Okay, because when it does that, price will then have to break below this level in order to give me my what? My shift. And that's what I need. And what happens in the daily time frame? Hmm? If the daily closes today bullish, which is fine, and then tomorrow I get that thing. Look how clean this is. Look how clean this trade is. Mhm. Would you fail to take this? You take this, right? You will definitely take this. But imagine if this daily time frame closes bearish. You see, it shows that price didn't give me strength over this bullish close. You see, meaning this power and this power and this push. You see, but if we get this indecision today and tomorrow a bearish close, this shows that the daily has no more buyers, and now we want the sellers to step in, and it does what? It balances this nicely made head and shoulder, a double bottom or double top, or any kind of pattern you'd call it. Okay, then it's because remember what I told you, that since price is bearish, price has every right to play around this level. You see, price can play around this level at any given time. You see, so that's why even if it reached to the OG level, price can still buy above it once, even all the way up to here. Okay, as long as it doesn't taken out this 2 hour high low, they are still bearish, and we'll wait for this to happen. Okay. Mm, mm. So next is USDCHF. Mm, USDCHF. What do we expect here? Oh, we just expect price to retest here, right? Yeah, that's the only saying I can add on this pair. And by now it was supposed to be here because it already gave me the rejection, the forward time frame. I don't know why it continued buying. But it hasn't broken above the the high, okay? So we are still hopeful. Price can shift anytime. Okay. So we'll see how the 4 will close. Let me first check if we have uh any what's this? Any news maybe that can drive the market. Yeah. Oh, we have NZD news today, but way later in the evening. Tomorrow we have minutes. This is the one that drives the market crazy. 2 p.m. Just right after the 1 p.m. uh for open around 8 p.m. here. So when it will be 9 p.m. here, then this will happen. So I'm sure you can see it. Yeah, but that's the news. Hmm. What do we have next? ID card. For this one, price has done what I told you it would do if it wants to retest. Respect this level here. But I'm waiting for something here. Okay. Because let's say if it's following the daily approach, then I expect the daily from here to have a bearish engulfing. Yes. Since it's trying to act as if it's the 4 hour time frame. Because I use this for my entry in the lower time frame. You see? Well, if this is my OG level, price retest, the price fails to give me an entry breaks above, I wait for price to break below. Regardless, price hasn't taken out the lower low, then price comes back here, and then I wait for an engulfing, and then sell. So we'll see if this will happen today. USD, I still need this retest, but you see why I just left this pair for this week just ran. I knew uh this pair is a big romantic and it's overtraded. Okay, so there might be people looking for sales right around this level just cause it's excuse, yeah, just cause price once reacted from it. You see, and price came back here, saw some switched in the 4 hour time frame, but then they saw that the 4 hour time frame is still bullish, or it shifted there. So when it shifted, this is their entry point, but price didn't retest. So when price breaks below, price then retest but goes inside. So what we need now is price to break just like that, but given it doesn't take out the lower low, price can retest here and give us an entry. And we can have a medium sell up to this level. Okay. But again, if you try to zoom in, zoom in very carefully, right? You'll see that there's a 4 hour shift here. So this 4 hour is actually bullish. There, you see? Mm, there, there's a shift. So this means price is bullish. And if you want to buy, wait for price to do the same thing I was saying, but now outside, and then retest in an entry, and you can have your buy. See? Uh, uh, so that's it. Look at what's going on here. Price has just failed to retest. And as I told you, we might even spend the whole week just waiting for price to break above this level. Because this pair sometimes it lags. And what can be worse if price retests here and then break above? Because then it has ruined the entry. You see? So that's why when I saw the weekly couldn't break above, I just let it be. You see? Because I wanted this to be happening, given that this has broken above. We are now bullish in the daily time frame, you see? Now we come this week, we're still waiting for daily to shift. STJPY, I'm still waiting for my little baby to retest. It's having a bad run though. But I know he will come back. He's very sneaky. The moment you stop paying attention, the moment he strikes, you see. Because again, the Bank of Japanese will want to maintain this push, so they'll try to drop price down again. But then the US power will reject it eventually. Maybe even the same day. uh, Next is NZD USD. I've been liking this retest, but let me do something. This shouldn't be here. Mm, I've been liking this retest. It's just been moving slow. Okay. That's why I gave it more time. Again, another extra week to see how far it can go. Okay. But I really have faith in this retest. Because price has been promising. And I told you last week that when you see prices just dropping abnormally, this is not normal. Yeah, it's fun, but it's not normal. Look at here what happened when price was going up abnormally. Price started selling in a conservative way, slowly but sure. Comes back here, tries to fool people, and selling, you sell more. That's after that point, price drops more, you see? So this will buy again. This will buy even up to our level here. And if it won't respect this level, price will continue buying and it will shift here. Okay. Uh, but still we'll be looking for sales because the weekly low high is this one. Weekly low low. GBP card. What the only thing that shocks me is I always get right about this pair, but it never just finishes its whole move. Like this point, All I needed was prices to have a short retest. It bought. All I needed here was a 4 hour shift. It bought. So that's funny sometimes. Yeah. Mm, I know. See what happened. It's our USD. It's now back at this day or the level. The daily is bearish and the weekly is bearish. Let's see the 4 hour. Oh, I think the 4 hour shifted. This time it retested. Well, but I'm sure we are late. So, yeah, we are supposed to enter. Supposed to enter. So if I set an alarm, I don't do the 2 hour time frame. So yeah, but we're supposed to enter here. Oh no no, this is Monday. 048. This is Monday 18 hours. Mm. So let's see 1 hour. Yeah. The entry was supposed to take place at this point. Mm. My friend, my friend is still struggling. Oh, he might now give me a shift at an OG level. Yeah. Mhm. Fine, man. Anyway, I'll see you in the next session.
Welcome back, guys. Uh, so this is new session. 40 minutes, 46 minutes in. Uh, let's see what we have. So this is for time frame. Hmm. So as you can see, what the 4 hour time frame did was what price came back here, like I told you, was supposed to fill out this level, right? Uh, uh, and so price has opened. Mm. So we can now hope for price to break below this level. And we test it. Now we can hope for this since price has already reduced. Uh, yeah, this price has already reduced itself at least. Uh, Used itself a bit. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But now let's wait for this block to occur. Okay. ADNZD. Okay, this is what we wanted. Where price makes it high. As you can see, price has made the high. So now I expect this part to happen. I expect this part to happen. Since this one has already happened, as you can see, we have the break and the push. You see? Hmm. Trust me, I am it's very hard for me. Show you something. So you can see this is how hot it is. This is how hot it is. Look at this. Now it's been 29. But on my phone, on my phone, it's 30 right now. It's very hot, you know. When the bad part is you can be 29, but it doesn't feel like 29. So that's that. The mirror CHF, uh, remember what I was telling you? Uh, I need the nice high and the higher low. What do we have here? Big price break. Uh, okay, price broke. So we have a new higher low. High. But by the look of things, this we might have a weak fail. This trade might have this candlestick might have a weak fill before we get the actual sell below like that. Okay, so wait for that. Uh, USDCHF again, price has rejected one more time. So let's see if price can break below this level. All right. Then we have AD card. Price is at the second logic level. So let's wait. Let's hope and see if price can break below, right? Mhm. Uh, on the this one, if we can, but for this one, I really don't think I might catch a trade. This one, mm, this one, if today we don't see any retest, there'll be low chances. This one, we can, if the moment just the daily engulfs this daily push, uh, same with this trade, and same with this one. So these three here are very good. The last two need some. some things to go on. So let's try to play around with the pairs one more time. Right. So since the 30 minutes has already passed, which is our monthly, we can tell that we are bullish though, because we haven't yet broken below this level. So monthly is bullish, but the monthly is seen to be bearish once the 6 minutes is done. And you look at the 15 monthly time frame, we're very much bearish. Uh, and this is the level where we can sell from. The daily time frame, we are also very much bearish. This is the level you can sell from. And the 4 hour time frame, we are very much uh, bearish. This is the level we can sell from. So you can clearly see that this one, for now, it has no trade. We need price to be here or there for us to sell. IUD and ZD, right? 30 minutes is bullish, and let's do this. Mm. The week monthly is bullish. The 15 minutes is also bullish. Uh, but the daily is also bullish. No, the daily is bearish. Yeah. Mm. But it has one, there's a OG level here. So it's just that it's at the that's broken below. And in this case, for us to buy in the forward time frame, we need the forward time frame to change, to shift, then we can buy. So you can see that this one needs a bit of waiting too. So you can see how I'm looking at these markets fast. Okay. Uh, so this is euro CHF, the monthly is bullish. This is the monthly OG level. 15 minutes, the weekly OG level. The daily OG level is the same place, and the price is closed above. The 4 hour OG level, you can also see that since price has closed above here, but the push that led to the 4 hour is this one, to the 4 hour shift. It's this one here. Here. See? So we can wait for price to come out here, and then can catch a long buy right here. And we can target this level here. So we have a trade in Euro CHF. Huh? Let's put another right there. uh, for this one, the monthly is bearish now. The daily, the weekly is bearish also. Right there. Price just tested the level, and then it's selling. The daily also is bearish. Price just shifted there. So price is at the daily OG level. So we can switch to the forward time frame. Uh, but we'll see that the forward time frame is bullish. And this is the daily OG level. So I expect a shift. Then I can sell. Okay. Uh, so can wait for that. But this is the daily OG level here. And this is the last daily OG level. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, actually, the daily is bearish. Still, even when we're at this level, this is the level that led to the low. So, yeah, price can come back here if it wants. Yeah. But the only key is whether I'm at this level or I'm at this level. I need the 4 hour, which is the same time frame, to have a shift. Yeah. Okay. So for this one, price hasn't yet broken above. So the 4 hours made the higher high. So since it has made the higher high, we can focus our buy at this point now because the 4 hours made the daily has made the higher high, meaning we can now buy at this point. Okay. But you can see that this is the level that led to the buy. So this is where price may test. Then we may enter from there. For this one, mm, once it is still bullish, uh, the weekly is bullish, the daily is bullish, the 4 hour is bullish. By the look of things, we can only buy at this level. So this is the daily OG level here, which you see, which led to this low. So mm, price should come back here. Uh, this one, price almost gave us our entry. This price has a isn't yet paid. So you see, just like that, you can come in the market and see, okay, today I have to wait a bit more. And if this doesn't happen by 1 p.m., you forget and call it a day and come back tomorrow. See? Oh, I thought then I crash. But since the broad time frame, also if you risk it out, you can break it down in 200 and take $200 trades per day. Is it? Mm. Let's say you win four and you're getting a 1 to 3. See? So you're making 600 per trade. See? Let's say you win four that week, make 2 4. See? Uh, well, let's say you win five. Just made the 1 to 3, 3,000. The same amount you do if you just take one trade. So, you see, that's preference. Or you say I'll just take twice, two trades, but I'll be risking 500 by 500 times 3, 1.5 times 2. The same gives you what? Same amount of three. So, anyway, couldn't get any trade now, but maybe this one can play out or not, but don't know. But anyway, see you in the next session.
Mm, what's this?
Trust me, guys. It's very good. Let me just sit down. Hmm. So what's going on now is, if you look at the oh, this trade we left played out like went stop loss. Why? Because if you remember what I always tell you, when you're entering, price should be a full retest at the OG level, not this weak rejections, not this rejection. You see? Mhm. But if you are eager to enter, put your entry there and you put your stop just below here because it even makes a new higher high. Um, so you now think price, when price goes back here, it's bearish. Which is great analysis, but bad entry. You see? So make sure it's always on point compared compared to this. And just so my team is playing, we're down two. Hmm. Huh? Wait just a minute. Hmm. But we win, don't worry. No, we're just down 1-0. Anyway, so as you can see, uh, as you can see the difference here. What price later on does is price needs retest. You see, here look what happened. Price retested very nice, and then give you an entry. You see the difference? Uh-huh. Than this here.
Why did I see the match? I'm now confused. I don't know. Let's do the wait first. Okay, so let's go back to the normal. Uh, let's go back to the normal format for our thing. So as you can see, this is the weekly time frame. I told you I need the daily to close this way, so that tomorrow I can have the engulfing. And you can see that's what price is doing, which is fine and fair to me. Fair to me. Just have to wait for the shift tomorrow. NZD card. Ooh, price has finally broken below now. But at which cost? This is the level that led to the break. See? So what do we do now? We wait for price to come and touch this same level here, and then that's engulfing. You see? Then after that engulfing, you can enter this trade like this. Yeah. I just wanted it to make another a bit lower, what? A bit lower. Uh, but if you look at this, the legit lower low is this one. Because this is what led to the break. There's nothing happening though. So my stop should be here. Ah, wow. So this kind of breaks me because this is a 1 to 2. And hmm, that's in the daily time frame. That's in the daily time frame. Uh, we need price to sell, maybe even all the way here, but can't put my stop all the way there. But again, following my rule, this is where this is the lower high, this is the lower low. You see? So we'll see how price we test, but this is something to do with tomorrow because now I can't sell. Okay. Especially this is the last session where I can place my entry. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh, then the next thing we have is AD&ZD. Uh, who knows? We might even take this one because at least the risk to reward rate, the risk to reward ratio is balanced. Yeah, at this level. Uh, Something like this. At least when we catch some trade here, it's way better. And remember what I was telling you? I need price to make it lower, a higher low, uh, then a shift. Mm. So what happens then?
I'll wait and see what the price does tomorrow or overnight. But this would have been very nice, you know. Oh, unless let me look at the time frame. Putting my stop here is fine. Yeah, it's very much fine. The lower time frame you can see is where the 2 hour time frame is where the change is. But you can see in the 3 hour time frame, this is where the ultimate uh, so in this case, uh, this will happen. Okay. So the risk reward is not making sense to me, though. So that's the one reason uh I might not take this trade. Okay. But we'll see. Who knows how the engulfing will look like. Okay. uh AD have said this one price has come back at this level again. I don't know what it wants. Uh but I was hoping for price to break below. And then AD card price has broken above this level. I was also hoping for price to break below. Uh, Euro USD. See why I avoided this trade, this pair, because I knew it might to come and respect this level, and then that's when it might buy if it needs to buy. You test this level, okay? But nothing happened at all. No. So you you'll see. Uh, what happens. Eurocard. You see what I'm saying? I told you this trade, you might even see it, you test this level before it actually breaks above. Just because the weekly didn't break above, that's why I even avoided it. You see? Because I knew prices most likely to fail and respect the buying power. Just because the same weekly didn't break above last week. Here. If the weekly broke above, this would have been way different. Uh USDJPY price has retested this level. Then we shifted. That's what I'm dreaming. But the current situation is price hasn't yet tested. We are still up here. But I'm still patiently waiting for this. Still want this with this. Because I it would be fun taking this buy. Okay. But very soon, very soon as usual, the Bank of Japanese will add in more money to sell. Imagine if this was now on the flip side. If it was the US government who used to pump in money, and each time it sells, it would buy more. Each time it sells, it would buy more. We would hold these buys for long. I think that's what I've noticed about this pair. Uh, it it goes in one trend for a long period of time. Because when I started trading, it was this level, November, right around here. Yeah, so you can see after this time, price almost went was in an uptrend for a full half month. Yeah, and again was in a downtrend for a full month, almost even between 2025. Again, it went up, it came back, entered 2025. Again, a full month in downtrend. But now look at this. From July 2025, April 2025 to 2026 January, price was in a bullish trend. Imagine. Imagine price was in has been in a bullish trend all this time. You see? So that's one thing I've noticed about this pair. It gets long bullish runs and long bearish runs. So like this, once price comes back here and then buys and breaks above, expect another bullish continuation until when price will feel like it is enough. Okay, that's how this pair moves. And again, you see it start selling massively. You see, maybe even up to here, or even below here, or just above this level. And again, it starts buying. That's why I like this pair USD JPY. It respects the trend. Okay, respects the trend. The next thing is NZD USD. Can see we are still waiting for this retest. Uh, uh, and you know what's funny? Uh, it's almost the same structure that has happened in this pair that is happening in NZD card, because we are waiting for price also to retest. So even here, since price broke below but retested without an entry, price is trying to come back here and give an entry, you see? So if this sells, that pair will also sell. See how funny this is? But if you look at the daily time frame, you can see that we want our price to retest all the way here. You see? Hmm. Want it to retest all the way here. But if you look at this pair, price is looking as if it wants to sell. You see? And the thing is, we follow NZD USD because that's the leading pair then. NZD card follows. Okay. So GBP card, oh, so NZD USD here. It's either because again where price is, we can't say it's an OG level, but it's quite is if you consider these two touches. And let's try to refrain back here. Oh yeah, can be, can really be. Uh, if you consider these two, yeah, if you consider these two touches, it can really be. So it's really a tight spot. So I'll be very careful in taking this sell. Mhm. And that's why I like this one. ADNZD. This pair has no disturbance. Once everything is met, the trade is set, the the direction is set, you enjoy the trade. Very nice. Uh then most of these pending pairs, I don't have anything yet. GPUSD, nothing yet. Just a bit of slowdown after this one much bullish buy. Remember what I was telling you that if we're planning to join in, wait for price to break test. When we get by, what I'll stop here. But the good part is this pair is buying for the long run. Okay. Its aim should even be all the way here. Okay. Should be all the way up there. Yeah. But we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Uh, uh, I think that's it for now. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Uh, that's it for now. Yes. Uh, that's it for now. We try to play around this pair. You can see, but I also like USD CHF, Euro CHF. It's a clean setup and ADNZD. This one would have been a perfect setup if just the stop loss was reduced, but it ended up buying more, you know. So unless if I enter this trade and the daily ends up breaking below this line, yeah, then can increase it or exit to this level. Okay. So we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I won't try to rush anything. Mm. ZAR USD. This is the pair that will make you question how people still catch buys this pair. Mm. And sells. Okay, the 4 hour is bearish, the weekly is bearish. Let's try something. 8 minutes. 8 minutes is bullish though. 10 minutes bearish. 5 minutes. Wow, bearish. Oh, 5 minutes bullish. No, almost, yeah, bullish. 15 minutes also bullish. And so there's not, it's not valid. This is my friend. Now we are talking. You can see where we have we have some progress there. So we can now wait for price to break below, then above, and we test something like this, right? Sufficient. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. These pairs just move anywhere. Sometimes you would see them clean, you try to analyze, but end up just doing what they want. Now their range is just around 30 and 29. Uh, but as of now, the daily is bullish, so the daily we tested the level. Wow. Oh, Lord. One more insufficient for me, Lord. Uh, sorry. Then we have the daily time frame. Uh, this one also. This one maybe we can wait for a retest here and we can catch a buy. Uh, S&P 500 has been bullish. So I think, okay, I'll meet you in the next session. See you guys.